This is an Indian Mound Reserve in Greene County, Ohio. They got this old original log cabin. We're gonna go take a walk, see what it is. It's right next to the parking lot, and I don't have to walk a mile to get to it. They do got a handicap ramp for wheelchair people. Oh, it's locked. Man, it's locked. Look how big these are. Huge ass logs. Well, let's go down the stairs and let's go down the handicap ramp. Ooh. Somebody spent extra money that we didn't need to spend. Put more maple leaves on the handrail. You can barely see them. Man, I bet they were expensive. A little bird feeder. More parking lot. Other parking lot. Busy road. Old US 42, I think they said. No way. Look at that. This thing's got a basement. Holy Moses. Here. I can't see in. Maybe you can. That may be what it looks like. I'll have to look in the video before I post it. Fingerprints on the inside of the window. Walk around to the front. That's 3.5 feet off the ground. It's well built. Couple windows there. Couple more windows. Really, this is a huge building for the age of it. Yeah, I can almost see here. What's it look like in there? Not much, is there? And there's the sign. Stone chimney. Well built, that's why it's still here after all these years. Little window. Rat trap. Wood stored under here. That's the dumbest place to keep your wood. Well, I'm sure you don't want termites in the 150-year-old building, but so we place fresh wood under the porch. Great. Well, see? Termite traps. People aren't very smart, are they? But, you know, that's what happens. Let the government entity take things over. They do shit that's not real smart. Well, let's go walk somewhere. This is the front porch view through the one window. You can't see much. The glare, the reflection keeps you from seeing in. Table Looks like there's a loft. Cool. Wish you could get in, but you can't. Here's a map. We're parked here. Follow that purple thing. Some sort of mound. 1.1 miles. None of the trails are real long. There's other stuff. We're not going to see that today. Too far away. Well, there's a parking lot. Maybe we'll drive down there. We're going to walk down to the mound. 1.1 there, 1.1 back, and probably 0.2 around it. So here's my 2.5 miles. Well, we walked about 60 seconds from the parking lot down, up and down this little hill, past the floodplain, just on a little bridge. This little stream, creek runs underneath it. It's pretty clear. Well, it is February. I don't know. The sign said this is a private road, but it's also the way to the mound. So I don't know if that means what private road means. Does that mean that this house up there is private owned? Or is that just, I mean, there's private property signs. So maybe. And the park is surrounding him. Maybe that family donated it. I don't know. Could get the information. But we'll walk past it. Be back. So the road goes up to that house. It must be private because there's more signs. The little trail goes down here, follows the water. See how muddy it is. A little bit. Damn it, I wore the new shoes. Good for my feet, but not good for the shoes. We'll see. Hey, we'll go out to the water. The sign said you could. You could probably almost walk across this. I'm sure there's places that are deep, but like right there in the middle is probably a couple feet deep. But it's too cold to try now. There's the bridge. If I was a deer, I'd sleep here, but too many people been through here, so probably not. Don't walk that far. Look, the little creek takes a little turn through here. A little bit of running water down there. See, water. It's moving. Winds its way through. I don't know. Trail, muddy-ish. See the white tree, white at top, brown at the bottom. That's a sycamore. They love water. There's a bunch of them in here. They lose their bark, grow new next year. It'll fall off in the fall. Drop these little balls. Get fuzzy. If I find one, I remember to. I'll show you it. It's their seed pods. Let's see here. There's what's left of one. See the seed pod inside and the little fuzzy outside. Pretty cool. There's a walnut. A couple different types of trees. That's a cool little no trespassing sign. Never seen one that looked like that before. Private property beyond this point on the left and no trespassing on the right. Kind of neat sign. It's got a bunch of these other ones, the regular kind. I mean, might be a cool thing to not have neighbors and have a bunch of land on the other side of a park, but also looks like it's a pain in the butt trying to keep all these regular people out of your land. A giant culvert, and it's got to be a 10 or 12 foot pipe. Swampy land. They gravelized the trail at this point. And here, all these little fuzzy spots are little sycamore balls from the sycamore tree. There's a couple of them. They grow to be big old trees. They'll get to be more than 100 feet tall. And those ones are older. They were well over 100 years, but these trees will grow 300 years or so. We had one growing up that 3 adults wrapped their arms around end to end, still wouldn't reach around it. I mean, these trees get big. These two look like they're just starting at 100, 120 years. Pretty neat. The giant oak tree. Beautiful. That's on the other side of that fence. Floodplain. Blah, blah, blah. A little game trail goes up the hill. Goes to the right there somewhere. I don't know what it is, but it goes right along the trail here. Down and disappears the floodplain. I don't see any prints that I know of, but I don't mean anything. I'm not a tracker. Just a fat guy that goes hunting. Mostly just for the fresh air and the peace and quiet. I have to get my skills a lot better. I'm going to survive off of hunting, I'll tell you that. But it's fun. I can see a trail. I just can't, track animals. Anyways, let's keep walking. We made it 0.8, got 0.3 to go. Separates to go that way, but we're going that way. Look back here, see the cliff? Rocky dirt outcrop. That means, and these rocks are rounded underneath that moss. Every so often, this little waterway, which leads to the one over there, I suspect, all this floods because the bigger one was over there. And it gets up to be that high. I'm predicting that's only every so many years. I don't know, 5, 10, 40, I don't know how many times. But it has. But this part down here probably floods on a regular basis. Anyways, let's keep walking up this trail. It's down. It's up. And just see the mound. Get to the top here. There's a sign. Let's go read the sign. I don't have image stabilization, so deal with it. I don't have enough subscribers or watch hours to be monetized. When that happens, I'll get a better camera. Message me and I'll get a post office box and you can send me free stuff. But here, pause it, read it yourself. Okay, done. I'm gonna walk up here. kind of muddy. I'm fat and starting to sweat. Anyways, pause. There's a rock here. This was placed later, I would guess. Hard to read, it's dirty. You should pause the video and read it yourself. Anyways, some stairs, some dude exercising. So that rock thing was made in 1933. Looks like it was originally copper, but it's still copper. It just gave up on polishing it at some point, turned green, kind of like the Statue of Liberty. Anyways, it needs to be cleaned up enough to get the black out of the letters, but that won't take long. Just need to get someone to do it or get permission to do it. Sitting at the bottom of the stairs. Look at that, that's the path up. Kind of neat. Big old oak tree. Excuse me. It's a sycamore tree. Shiny. I bet that sun starts to set, it lights up that white part at night. It gets all shiny, real pretty. It's not a super old tree, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty tall. Anyways, I had someone take the video up and do the top, and I didn't feel like walking the stairs. I'm tired. Another 1.1 miles back, and then it's a whole time to drive home or get ice cream, whatever. But anyways, time to let you go. If I see something cool on the way back out, I'll video it. There's a good-sized deer trail through here. And there's some prints that goes right across the trail and off that direction. Only deer make trail that big. Something bigger. There's some prints of something. There's some people with tracks, but get into there. It's a good sized game trail. You can see where it goes back in there. See, we ain't got that far down the hill. Imagine 150, 200 years ago. I mean, that thing supposedly is like, I don't know. I thought they said 1,000 years old. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, I don't know. But even a couple hundred years ago, I mean, hunting deer and whatever out here when there weren't many people. Sounds like fun. Okay, so there's that sycamore that you could see. I was showing you. It's all white from, you can see from the top, but it's all white down here. Probably 3 foot diameter. Maybe a little bit more down there. That tree's a couple hundred years old. Still growing. We've got another couple hundred left. Awesome trees. You can see water through the trees. You can see it. Anyways. There's the little second bridge I showed you before we went up. It's not far. Okay, back to the car I go. He's got deer up there on the ridge. I saw one squirrel back there, and then there's 3 deer crossing from that side to that side, going towards the mound. They're on private property right now. But there's deer out here. I just wanted to prove that there were. Here's the other side of the Bridge Creek. I don't know. Anyways, we're about back at the parking lot, so video's over. Thanks for watching.